Oh, they just go for the Abaddon. Yeah, it's the easiest option, I think.
The other thing is as well that it's still a flex pick and Zai can still play it as well. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really give too much away.
Team Secrets.
Based on this, Win and Rain are going to make some decisions about their cores, and they're going to go for the Lycan. Okay.
So now they do have a really good tempo lineup. I think you want some kind of
This is push.
like early game fighting core here. I mean, Gyro might still be okay again if they want to go for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The thing
but
is,
it doesn't-
you're already... I really feel like you should have banned this Rubik if you want to go for some kind of push lineup, because Fadebot is just really
10
good.
seconds remaining.
What about Bloodseeker? And then you have Veno Bloodseeker.
5
Yeah, it's
seconds
pretty nice.
remaining.
It's pretty nice. I'm also
And then it
interested to see if anybody
takes-
tries for the Sven here. With the wave clear it offers, it could be a real option. Or the Tiny.
Oh, okay.
There you go, even better wave clear.
Early game tempo core. Yeah, I don't mind this. I think it's more likely to be a Tiny 3 now on the Rubik 4, and then you put the Abra as the 5 with the Veno. I mean, Veno could still go mid as well, I guess, but...
I was gonna say you just put
Let's
the Tiny, or we're probably seeing Veno in the safe lane or the mid lane though, because Zai probably does. I know
10
he does
seconds
play it, but I
remaining.
probably want Matthew on it.
I don't think you
But
want to
I don't know,
give...
it's the
5
option, isn't it?
seconds remaining.
I don't think you want to give Nisha either of these heroes, though. I feel like it's more of like
No,
with
you don't.
Tumberman and
But you can
Zai
give
heroes.
Nisha Tiny.
Yeah, you can, but what I'm saying, like having a Veno as Tiny as your 1-2 feels a little bit meh. Like I think you want something that packs a bit more of a punch for Nisha, like some kind of like physical damage.
Team Secrets turn
Yeah,
to
they banned the
ban.
Bloodseeker. I think it would have been a really good pick. They might just go for some other like third core that could just fight early on as well, though. Here on Secret and just do the same kind of thing again, where they just group up and start taking objectives. They pick.
10 seconds remaining.
So Win and Rain are probably putting the Dazzle mid, right? They want this Necro book up early.
5 seconds remaining.
I think you put the. Yeah, they could. I think they're just
Doom
not
off
showing whether
lane.
the Doom's a 3 or a 4 yet. I think you. Yeah, do you want to still put the Dazzle in lane against the Abba? Is the question, or do you want to put the Dazzle mid now? And then pick a different 4.
Well, when you're doing Dazzle and Lycan, that always feels to me like you want to put the Dazzle mid, because it matches the tempo for Lycan. They snowball together very well.
Yeah, but Dazzle's still a decent 3. Like you can still do the same thing as a 3. You just don't get as many levels,
Secrets turn
which
to
is
pick.
sad. But
True, and he's always underwhelming at mid anyway, so who cares?
Dire
what
team.
are they
Alright.
gonna go?
Secret.
Yeah, there's your third core. They all come online at the same time. They want to run at you. And the thing I like the most about this Bristol is that it allows them to take Roche quickly still. So where TA's been banned out, you have the goo available. Your objective taking is still really strong. Like they don't really have any way of dealing with the Bristle at the moment either.
Yeah, that's true. They
10
don't really have anything
seconds
to,
remaining.
obviously they can get Aghanims on Doom for the break, but that's pretty, that's
5
pretty
seconds
far off the
remaining.
mark, and by no means fitting into either team's timing. So
I want to see a Legion. Let's go. Legion mid.
Legion
Yeah.
Commander, definitely an
Or
option.
maybe like a
but
Timber.
seems a little bit, I don't know, like your duel's gonna be rubbish.
Yeah. I want to do Timber. Let's go. It's not great, but I think they need to just pick something that is a little bit different again, like the Tinker. Something different.
I mean, I think
Snap fire
they're
mix,
gonna
let's
pick.
go.
Oh, okay. I think they're gonna pick their 4 now. I think this is gonna be a nice tempo based 4 position. Luna. Oh wait, no, she doesn't have that
Oh,
aura anymore.
God.
Crap, that'd be terrible.
What about like an axe? And then you put.
Yeah, something to make the
Uh,
bristle face you would always be nice, but
Oh, that's a
oh,
good pick.
okay. Yeah, that is
I
pretty good
forgot
actually.
that exists. I
Same,
haven't seen that for like
same.
the last week or something.
Yeah, it did get reworked a little bit. Do you remember the reworks?
Maybe that's what they were doing in their last like little bit of ban time and pick time. They were just reading what the hero did to see if it was still good.
Yeah, is this gonna work? I don't know, man.
They've changed it now so that it doesn't steal in, but it steals like. Oh, what's it called? Let me go and read the patch. I can't remember what it was called.
Honestly, didn't have the patch notes printed out and ready to go. Some amateur level stuff.
I just typed in Obsidian. Oh dear.
You do your
Mouse.
research. I'm going to talk about the heroes. We got
Okay.
Rubik, Veno, Abaddon, Tiny, Bristleback. That's a lineup which wants to run at you. Meanwhile, you got Doom, CM, Dazzle, Lycan, OD. That's a lineup which also wants to run at you. So pretty sure Win and Rain kind of have the late game safe enough with this OD. You know, he's like the only hero I see who's gonna be a killer problem in the late game. However, I'm yet to see this Tiny really scale, and I think he can scale very well under some circumstances. I haven't seen it yet in this new patch, but I think the new passive, it's not even a passive, but it feels like one because you rarely throw the tree. But yeah, the new tree grab is certainly lends itself to that.
So I remember now. So this is it. Every time you hit somebody with the orb, now you get like a buff charge thing that like increases your max mana pool, and then sanities, the damage is done on sanities by the difference between your 2 mana pools, I think it was. So you can gain charges by hitting someone with Arcane Orb, and you gain charges by using Astral on somebody as well. I haven't seen it in a game yet, so this will be really interesting to me to see if it's still actually good.
So you just go through that again.
So every time you hit somebody,
yes,
you gain a charge.
Yeah.
Of something. I don't know what it's called. And every time you Astral somebody, you gain 3 charge. And they increase your max mana by 30, 40, 50 per charge, depending on what level your ult is.
For battle.
Right,
And
okay,
then
okay.
the ulti deals damage based on the difference between the 2 heroes' mana, I think. But the charges only last like 30 seconds or something. 35 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Right, that might be completely wrong. But
No, I'm
sure
reading it. It looks right. It looks right. So it's basically just chaining up in a fight, right? There's not much more complicated than that.
But the thing is, like, you read stuff like that on patch notes, and you think, oh, yeah, maybe that's good, and then you don't actually know until you see it.
For sure. Especially stuff like that. Like it's very convoluted. You know, you don't know the balancing, you don't know the numbers, you don't know like the inner workings and physical applications. You know, maybe it needs to be 2, maybe it needs to be 4. Who knows? Anyway, let's get into the game. It's Team Secret versus Win and Rain, game number 2. As Nefrit on this Lycan, gonna make eyes with Yapsor. You're backing him up as well. Yapsor just starting with that Fade bottle is very nice versus the Lycan. Gives you ability to kill the wolves, stops them doing so much damage as well. Run, little wolf. Nefrit's hero just still as he micros that one.
Oh, the wolves die? See, look at that value.
Yeah, no crew.
Go for like every rune, I think.
Yeah, they're not going for
Okay.
this one. They're holding back, but everybody else is battling. It's just click wars now. Honestly, I'm
sure.
not.
Oh,
Go on.
Puppy's playing Venno. Oh, hang on.
Whoa.
Who's playing? So Nisha's playing Tiny, Zai's playing Abba, Matuvman's playing Bristle. Okay. Interesting.
Cool. Okay.
I don't think I've seen support
Venno
Venno yet.
5. I certainly have not.
Coming to a pub near you.
Yep. Puppy, he's already managed to squeeze one patch out of Ice Frog with the Lifestealer. Can he squeeze another patch out of him with this Vedomancer?
I find it really interesting that they're not laning the Abba against the Dazzle and the Doom though. And it's 4 Dazzle as well. Okay. Well, what did I know?
Look at this 30%. Boogie literally regenning no HP at all. Is he dead? Matu? Has he got another charge? Oh, he does, but he's not enough to chase down Doom properly.
Dude, Poppy's farming now. I'm telling you. This guy's like, I have 2 CS. When you have 2 CS, I'm basically the carry.
Yeah, we're sharing now. This is sharing lane. This is a new meta coming out from the minor Puppy.
Oh, Wish took a lot of damage in the mid lane there. He took a couple of tower hits and...
All right, so we're not seeing any numbers above Wish's head until he hits level 6 anymore. He's not going to be stealing any int. Will be stealing mana though.
It's only when you use Arcane Orb that you gain a charge. So, yeah, I don't know what the visual is.
Well, you don't. It's attached to Sanity's Eclipse, so you won't get any of those things up until you're level 6.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, I wonder what the visual is for it.
Yes. Whoa, first blood down on bottom lane whilst we're trying to think about that. Nikwa does die. Puppy gets a kill along with Matu as they just run him down with the poisons.
Yeah, Puppy hits level 2 and that's it. You just like, I wonder if what skill build goes on boss 5 Venno. Because obviously, like, The 4-4-0 is the really funny meme where you own somebody in the lane, but then don't do anything afterwards.
One on the top lane, Yapsor gets run down. Zai also not looking too great here, but it's a bit of a skirmish going on. Meanwhile, down at bottom lane, Boogie poisoned up, as is Nikwa. Nikwa's the one taking the damage, though. And look at this. The damage. He can't do anything. He does turn around with a meaty heal onto Matu, but Nikwa will still drop here. He's got all those charges on him. The right click from Puppey finishes the job, and Boogie's sticking around here, but I'm not too sure why. There's a Mango on Matu. I'm just keep on chasing, and Boogie's like, what do I do? Well, I'm going to pop my Scorched Earth, but that is not going to be nearly enough. Puppey with a double kill, leading him to 3 kills so far in this game. Jesus. This man and his Venomancer do an insane amount of work early on.
Yeah, I feel like this is the kind of hero that when you play it as a pos 5 now, you don't need to buy wards. Like, this hero does really well with gold and can buy really key items for his team. Like, he's really close to this urn already. Like, he's just picked up 3 components of it that all do work for him. Do not feed the snake.
Do not feed the snake, exactly. He will eat, and he will poison, and he will kill. Up in the top lane, Nefret is having a pretty nice time. You know, they got 1 kill already onto Yapzor. And they're just going to hold the lane, pull as much as they can, try and find some efficiency. Zaya's not particularly healthy. There's very little aggressive potential out from these two. I mean, sure, they can go for a lift and try and get the Curse of Avernus off, but even then, Firbolt's probably not going to be enough of a finisher to end up on these kills. Meanwhile, at mid...
I was going to say, I think bots where it's all the action is going to be at, to be honest. Like, this top lane's a bit more passive. Like, you need a little bit more time to come online for both
They're
these.
really going for this guy right now. Look at the slows on him. It's so much. So Nico just TPs himself to safety, bringing himself all the way back. And
TPs to the tier 3. Like, he wasn't sure whether he wanted to go down into the... somewhere in between, and then deciding on what HP I end up on. I can, choose what I want to do. It's fine.
yeah, I guess it's a pretty heads-up play. It would really suck if you were poisoned and couldn't make it back to the fountain, but there you go.
Does the Veno HP regen reduction work on tangos? I guess it does.
Yes, it does.
That's horrible. Like, that's horrible to play against.
Yeah, it's annoying as hell. I thought this would be much more popular than it is, but maybe after this game it might be.
I mean, it was getting banned out.
Top
like,
lane, Zai's very low, but they're not able to finish him off. Despite Yell having plenty of mana and plenty of spells available. And they're looking at Yapsor right now. This is going to be the target, although Nefret wants to focus on the creeps. They will look towards Zai a little bit. They've got the Frostbite, but just not throwing it out. They're happy just to force them back with Crystal Nova and keep the lane for themselves up here.
Bot lane as well. They're trying to dive Puppey, but who's diving who?
Yeah, Matu's dropping low as well, but Boogie's just sitting in the middle of everything. Doesn't have a target, but they do bring down Puppey. That is going to be a 3-times kill streak. Matu going to get the rune, and with the bottle, it's going to bring him back up. Matu is surviving this, and Nikwa could actually be in some trouble if Matu turns around. Oh, never mind. Okay, he's got the heals. He's got the wand. He's going to turn it. Matu on the run still. The poison touch can't be refreshed. He's trying to jig him, though. He faints him round the corner. Matu just wanting him, daring him to come close.
Puppey's like, thanks for the bounty, really, idiots.
Yeah.
This is my time.
Puppey getting that money. That cash dollar.
Yeah, nice shrine up top for Zionisha. This OD's doing pretty well mid, though, so far. You know, this hero's still a little bit slow at the start of the game. Takes a little bit of time to come online, but
Yeah.
what she's getting there.
Probably not going to be missing the mana steal so much, to be honest. It's not really something you like. Was a big part of his laning phase beforehand, so it's not like a nerf to him or anything. Ooh, Doom down at bottom. He does have the Shallow Grave on him, but unfortunately it's going to delay the inevitable. Matu could be ran down here if Nikwa can keep up the pace, but he can't because he's got that nasal goo on top of him. Meanwhile, Puppey's actually, he just rocks up with an urn. What's up, dude? Here we go. Urn come out. Goo is out as well. Just look at his health, just absolutely disappearing. Do need to finish this one off, but won't be hard to do so with a couple of right clicks. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Zai gets run down as well. Kills across the map. Wind and Rain are doing well on this top lane, but my god, bottom lane is a bit of a slaughter right now.
But at the same time, this Lycan's having a really good time. Like, if you look at the net worth of the heroes, Secret's 3 cores are all doing pretty well at the top of the chart. Oh, wait, one of them's a Veno, and he's paying pos 5. So, like, Zai on this Abba is having a really tough time up here. Lycan doing a good job of just, controlling the lane. 19 denies on this Lycan.
Well, it's pretty good. Pretty good lane for the top. Coming on mid, Nisha is looking really scary. I kind of feel like he's going to be more of a factor in this game than Lycan is.
Oh, pops the shapeshift.
Oh, he's trying to chase down Zai right now. Zai, before he hits that level 6, in fact, not even level 5. Such an imbalance. But unfortunately, there's no one to back him up here. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, Puppey getting dropped.
You think this kill, you guys think we missed a kill, but actually, knowing that Lycan used shapeshift didn't get a kill is more important. So we're actually really big brains.
True. But unfortunately, Nikwa, he's pretty dead. The Doom's going to come out into the Bristol, my god. And Nikwa's actually running away with this. So no Doom, no Quills, no kill, and no more Matu. He's dropped.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't think you can just run at this Doom anymore. Like, Doom gets to the point where, like, Scorched Earth becomes a real problem. Like, duration 16, 50 damage per. That's like 800 damage for a whole Scorched Earth at the moment. And that's at level 3.
Enough.
Yeah, that's... You gotta respect that, right? Okay. In the river, sorry. Wish and Yol getting started on Nisha. Nisha tries to go for the toss TP. Is it going to be enough? It certainly is. Whew, that was close. Needs to survive. Meanwhile, Puppey, Poison Touch going to tick him away. In the bottom lane as down go. Oh, the deny actually as Nikwa manages to find the Doom. So that's going to be a kill for Nikwa and a deny for him as well. Easy peasy.
It feels like the Doom and the Dazzle are both playing like 3.5 in terms of like their net worth. Like they're both kind of like, one of them's, don't really have a 3 and a 4. They both just play the same role this game in terms of like overall net worth distribution. So I like that they're giving Yapsor some space in this mid lane now, though, while Nisha goes to farm the jungle. This is what they did last game as well. You really want Yapsor to get that level 6 as quickly as possible. So just distribute the farm between your team a little bit more evenly.
And Matu's got himself a 2 neutral items, a Keen Optic and a Ironwood Tree.
Nice, nice.
Not bad, not bad. Can definitely make good use of the Ironwood Tree. Not sure about the Keen Optic, but he's going to put it in his inventory all the same.
I mean, I don't know if the cast range works on the Quill Sprayer.
Is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know the interaction there either.
Because if it does, it would be pretty good.
Hmm.
And it gives them a nice 1 mana regen as well. Yeah. Can't be underestimated. The problem that Secret have is, like, who do they play around?
Well, Tiny once he gets there, right?
Yeah, but he's max tree throw, like the tree grab. So he's just farming, right?
Oh, the toss back, but they only get the range creep instead.
I love how Yapsor just takes the range creep last hit. He's like, no, you definitely weren't going to get that.
You didn't earn that. Oh, yeah, they're going deep, and this is going to be Puppey falling, and now Nefrit on the run, looking for the bounty as Crystal Maiden's brought down as well. Yol and Puppey both dead as Nefrit, he's going to TP all the way to the bottom outpost.
Zai's in.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, Zai's taking over this one. Is Nikwa okay? I feel like Nikwa's not okay. He can get the grave off if he wants. Goes for the heal instead. Just the final middle finger before he goes down.
I mean, the Lycan should be able to get this bot tier 1 though in trade, so they're just going to trade tier 1 to everyone. Everyone's going to be okay with this.
Everybody's happy. That's what we like to see. Even get the Alpha Wolf over. Get in here, buddy. Give us a bit of damage.
I still think if this OD just has a good game though, it's the big trump card, right? Like it's the 10th pick hero. It fit the final really well, but is it the same hero that it was before? That's my big question. Like the sanity should effectively just blow everybody up if given the chance.
It depends on how much damage it does now. I just don't know. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Unleashes a psychic blast that deals to enemies based.
Oh my god, it's like Alakazam on Pokemon.
That is worded really weirdly. That unleashes a psychic blast. CM's ulting. Yol is going for it right now. Nisha's just hitting him. He doesn't care about this ulti. Yol's got so much armor though that it's just eventually goes down. Matsuma just walks past him. Doesn't even use spells. He's just like, yeah, okay, here's a CM here.
Space, dude. So much space. I love that they're giving Nikwa some farm as well on this Dazzle. Like if he can get this Necro wall up, it will do a huge amount of work for them. And he has that one coming out now.
Isn't it weird? Like this laning phase feels kind of slow, right? But yet we're 10 and 8 because everyone's just brawling in the lanes so hard. Everyone's just murdering each other.
I mean, I think 15 of the 18 kills were probably in bot lane. So.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Boogie looking to get involved in the party, and he's bringing a Doom. Some people bring beer to a party, some people bring cake. Boogie brings a Doom. But not going to use on everything. He's just not a viable target, but he just wants to sit here, be a threat, force people down here is the aim of the game for Boogie, and try and just free up a bit of... Oh, they're going. It's Nisha. Nisha's going to be the target, and he's already used the avalanche just now, and now they can get to work, although nice job. Actually, oh, the ultimate comes down. Nisha not dead still. Nisha's still not dead, but there's so many mobs on him. Can they finish the job? Yes, they can. Yol will find it with the Nova. But meanwhile, Wish's courier dies. Zai's courier dies.
Everybody's courier dies.
Yeah, there's no more couriers left.
Peter
Peter
and Puppy
Puppin
are just trying to take the creep wave off the tower.
Yeah, they're doing their best right now. Coming in from the side.
But I mean, Puppy's got max plague wards now. Like, he's almost level 9. I don't know if he's been jungling or what. I didn't see, but...
He's been at mid. He's just been shoving down these wards at mid and just AFK. Hitting the creeps.
I really like that Arcane Orb doesn't have splash damage anymore, for whatever reason that was last patch.
Oh, does it not?
Like he farms a lot slower than he did before now on OD.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I can see. So your laning phase is... This turns a hero into a 10th pick hero now, right? Because if your laning phase isn't good enough, then you have nothing to fall back on, which is kind of the deal. Yep, they're going for the ultimate once again. Zai gets finished off.
You get the horns.
Yeah, Zai's not having a fun game so far, is he?
No. I mean, he had ultimate.
He probably just didn't level it up in time or something.
Maybe not. Oh well, it's leveled up now. That's the important thing. Meanwhile, oh, Neekwa going for the TP out with the Shallow Grave. Just about makes it to the fountain.
And Espresso has a stun that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he should be fine.
Yeah, everything's okay.
Going Crimson on the Bristle as well. Obviously a really good choice here. Up against all these little mobs from the Lycan. And even the Necrobook on Dazzle as well.
Yeah, he
Just
did actually
setting up
go
his
for it
little
anyway, didn't he?
Village of wards.
Neekwa was 4, right?
Yeah, on the Dazzle.
Still managed to find a Necrobook at a relatively early timing. And Nefrit forced to put the Shapeshift, but this one looks like it's a defensive one as he's trying to get out of this one. Has to make his way through his own creeps first. Management comes in combination with the Avalanche. Oh, Rubik, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit questionable. They're going to get the kill all the same with the toss off cooldown. Nefrit gets dropped, and that's a Shapeshift used as well, so not feeling
Victory
too
Poison
great about
Nova
that
from Puppy as well. Just to, you know, celebrate the kill. I respect that.
So it's essentially fireworks, you know?
Yeah. It's the power play. Like, we didn't even need to use this to kill you.
Yeah, and we're not going to need it afterwards with that complementary game. Meanwhile, Boogie, he's coming in to defend this one. Not sure if it's the right move. He's taken a couple of goos here, but the tower still alive barely. But Nisha with the double damage will be able to finish off pretty well, and the tree might even finish off Boogie. Yes, it will. The anti-armor from the nasal goo gonna make it easy enough to get that kill. Meanwhile, and my ult does a lot of work, but unfortunately, it didn't kill them, and now they're gonna kill you. Doesn't matter how low health they have. Moving on to Yol. Neekwa's in behind him. What can he really do here, though? Nefrit doesn't have ultimate either. Yol getting low. Zai also pretty unhealthy right now. He's got to run himself back. The dogs are going to refresh the poison touch, and they're going to finish the job. Shield's there. He survives. Zai gets out okay. I think there's nothing else to pop him here. And
So you saw it here first, folks. Sanity's is bad. That's he just didn't hit anybody.
I don't know. It looked pretty good. He got a lot of damage off. You know, one spell used, 1,800 damage done. But
Yeah, but it doesn't kill anybody, right? Like,
No.
If you just use it at the start of a fight. Oh, it's like green freezing.
beautiful. And it looks. I like the cubes smashing down into the after. That's an interesting one.
I think Rubik Arcana is like so good in comparison to a lot of the other ones. There's so much like gone into it. Are you ready for the Ogre Arcana?
Oh no, I'm really not. I really don't want it.
Imp Claw. Okay.
I don't want the Ogre Arcana because there's too many Ogre 5s who just build Midas no matter of anything. They just whatever. throw down the Midas. 25, 30-minute Midas. Maybe it's more viable now with the new patch and everything, but it used to be just like you'd have no wards, you'd have no D wards. The enemy would running down your tier 3s, and Ogre's like, don't worry, guys. Midas the creep wave. 2 times multicast. Yay.
I'm pretty sure it just said Puppy got a Grove Bow somewhere, but I can't see it.
He'd better not have left it behind. I mean,
I
it
don't-
only procs if the hero's nearby. It could have just been a camp.
But
I'm not going to check camps whilst I'm observing, but you can go and check some camps you want. Puppy's
I have.
unleashing. He just pops Poison Nova and TP's away.
Oh, it's on the courier. Okay.
Ah, right. Oh, no. They actually find a courier. What? How the...
Dire's top tower
Oh.
is under attack.
Not too sure about that one. I think...
Like Puppy just TP's out and he's like, oh, don't worry, I got out. It's still.
Yeah, still loses courier. I don't know what it was doing. I think he was trying to swap items or something. I really didn't know.
Who
I'm
knows?
flummoxed. Positively flummoxed. dear boy.
This game is going very well for Wind and Red at the moment. Like they've hit their timing now. And the Bristol, like, because the Abaddon's not really having a game. He's not being able to put out, output the pressure that he wants to at this point in the game.
Yeah, it feels like the pressure really mounting on Team Secret in this one.
And this Bristol can't even just run in and fight because he's playing into like a poison touch. And there's a Lycan as well. And OD is the biggest problem for them.
He has Veil, he has Kaya, he has his Pupil's Gift, which is very, very delicious on Wish. Plus 13 secondary stats, which means his strength and his agility are going to be buffed insanely high at this stage in the game, which is very good. And they planted the mango tree by the shrine as well, which seems to be the favored thing. Philosopher's Stone. Going to go to Nikwa, give him a bit of GPM. On top of that, XPM talent.
Sure, why not? I guess.
Feels pretty nice.
And like this Dazzle's basically become a 4th core at this point in the game, right?
I mean, you're
Nico's
saying this,
really
but
fast.
look at Venno. Look at Puppy. How is he not also the 5th core?
Yeah, but like he's just. I feel like at this point in the game, the difference that the two heroes can do is like Nico's
Oh
so
no,
much
they're coming.
more of a threat.
They're coming. Puppy sees him though, turns around, throws down the poison. Meanwhile, Abaddon gets his ultimate pop. Oh, I think he was just running away from something.
Yeah, they have shapeshift.
They're running at Puppy right now. They really want to get this poison. Oh my god, the damage with the Dazzle there is actually insane. Puppy gets dropped. Meanwhile,
It's
Yol
okay.
popping down the ultimate. Matu getting low, but the Doom's going to drop as well. They haven't finished him off. That'll do the job though. Eclipse comes down. Nefrit has to play around this one a little bit carefully. Matu coming back to life after that Aegis, and now they'll freeze him solid. Wish though he's got to be careful. He's got a lot of stacks on him. He got up
Doom's
to
running
10
out.
quill sprays there, and Tiny is getting back into the fray. He tosses the Missile back forwards as a hedgehog on your face. TP out in the trees from Yolnik. We're going one way, Nefrit going the other. It's a beautiful split. They give up Yol, but everybody else getting out okay. It's a pretty good trade for Wind and Raid, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, they take the Aegis, takes away any kind of momentum Secret would have had. OD survives the fight. I think that's the big thing there. Like, the longer this game goes on, I feel like, again, OD's just the big boy.
Yeah, I'm
So, I
partially
mean,
in
saying
agreement with that.
Saying that Tiny has an AC, so...
Yeah. I'm just curious at this point. Like, how much does Secret trust in the Nisha kind of carry build Tiny? You know, really just
I mean, this
just
hero's-
AC rush basically. Drums AC.
This hero's very good now. Like,
It does feel
this
that way.
game.
Is the trust in going to pay off? Oh my god! It's the damage he does to the tower. It just catches me off guard every time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And without the Sanity's Eclipse available on the OD,
Dire's
Secret know
middle
that they're a
tower
lot stronger.
has fallen.
And they can play around this time because without that burst damage coming through, like these really, strength, not very high mana heroes, not high mana full heroes don't care.
And Yasha's going to come and save the day, and now Wish coming in, trying to do the damage, but Puppy with the ultimate isn't going to be enough to hold the back. Puppy just gets melted. Nisha as well, going to be going down here. This is messy. Secret are on the run. Yapsor netted up, finished off. Yeah, Toonman's got to get out of here as well. They didn't respect the damage which Wind and Rain could put out, and they might be paying the price right now, but they seem to be lacking in stuns, lacking in slows to hold Team Secret still to get these last 2 kills. They will let them get away, but 3 quick kills coming out for Wind and Rain. They hold, and then some. I mean, they didn't respect him. There are still creeps here, but they'll be killed off pretty quickly.
Getting the tier 2's fine though, right? But like going up high ground
Radiant's
just
middle
feels
tower has fallen.
you're pushing your luck a little bit too far.
Yeah,
There's
well,
still
you did
2
say,
towers
you
on the
know.
bottom half of the map that you can take.
True. Doom and OD ultimate down, but Wind and Rain, they still believe they could fight around that, and they do.
The Tiny just pushed in slightly too far, you know, and all of a sudden the OD asked from somebody that the Tiny's trying to go on. You know, he's out of position, and they just punish him really quickly.
Yeah. I mean, could you make the excuse that they're still kind of learning this this OD here as a new hero kind of thing? You know, the fact that
I mean, not in that situation.
he's been
though.
changed a little bit. No, okay, flat out overextension from Team Secret there.
Yeah, I mean that play would have been the same last patch as this patch. So
Well, maybe even worse. OD feels a little bit weaker than he used to be, but who knows? Boogie, nice TP. Once again, punishing Secret's lack of stuns. They're 2 stunners off the map just there. Yaps had already used the lift.
oh, is he going for a halberd on Puppy? We'll see.
Dire are scanning.
He's got a Sands keyed up. Oh, it's a vessel now. He's changed. Okay.
Who are we
Yeah,
chatting
I mean,
about?
Vessel's really good this game. So.
Who?
On Puppy, on the Veno.
On the Veno.
The Vessel will be
Gotcha.
really good this game. Just up against the Doom. Up against these like tanky heroes like Lycan as well.
Yeah, Vessel plus Poison Sting sounds pretty neat.
You just every time you heal, you just lose HP.
Pretty much. That's what it's going to feel like.
I'm really surprised this OD's not going for a BKB though at this point. Like I get what he wants to build. He's going Octarine because of the Kaya. Oh no, it's Bloodstone. Sorry, because obviously Kaya builds into Bloodstone now. But even so, I feel like if you just hit this timing with your BKB, like what does Secret do?
Well, Roche would like to be one of their options, but he's not going to be out for a little while yet. They're holding. I mean, they've got good items. Martu has this Crimson Guard and Shiva's Guard. These 2 items going to give him a lot of survivability, but not that much survivability. They just come piling into them in the middle lane and get him. Boy, Martu getting dropped down, but he does a ton of damage to everybody. I mean, CM and Nefrit nearly die for that gank, but a kill's a kill. A goal's a goal. They do survive ganking that one hero. Bristleback. That's a hero.
Yeah, I mean they have the Dazzle to heal them back up as well. I just don't know what they get. If the Roche had been up here, that would have been a really good kill.
The hack. I don't think they can follow up on this though. I don't think OD is a viable target right now. As you're just trying to deal with these creeps. I actually keeping his creep alive with the and the miscoil. There you go, little tomato man. You'll live.
Look at that face of the Hellbear Smasher as well on the portrait. He's like, thanks, man. Thanks, buddy.
Looks a bit like you.
That's me when I wake up after a night out. Somebody help me.
Well, 25-minute rune is going to be spawning. Wind and Rain are taking dominant control of this bottom side of the map. Secret will grab the top side. XP doing the same thing. Much better to hold the top side of the map, I feel. I mean, that's where Roshan is, so...
Ooh, Craggy Coat. That's a big one.
Yeah, a really nice one. Not for OD. Probably
I mean,
on Doom.
I think you give it to like Dazzle, right? Like
Dazzle
there's
or
loads
Doom,
of physical damage this game, like from the bristle and stuff as well. So it actually, I think it has really high value this game. Oh, they've given it to Boogie instead. Okay, that's fair enough.
Doom will pick up the mantle, as it were, and lead them in battle. I think Boogie's kind of been suffering, at least in terms of how much any Doom can really suffer. But that's kind of to allow Nikwa to take over as a real position 3. He's got the Greaves, the Philosopher's Stone giving him a lot of gold as well, Necro Unit, and he's even going for an Aghanim Scepter next. This one I haven't seen. It now increases Shadow Wave, increases heal targets, bounce range, and dispels each target.
Are you telling me they've got rid of AoE Grave? Oh, I'm so disappointed.
I used to build that every game.
Yeah. But how can I save all my teams so they're on 1 HP? Oh.
I mean, maybe when you're ganking Bristleback and everybody else on Team Secret is dead,
Yeah.
might be good then. But yeah, not going to be seeing that one anymore. Instead, a Dispel sounds very, very tasty. I think it gets rid of Goo. I believe that one's dispellable. Yes, it is.
Let me have a look.
I already checked. And it will get rid of... All right, now. It will get rid of Gale. It will get rid of Poison Sting, but it won't get rid of Poison Nova.
I realized it increased. I didn't realize it dispelled as well. That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. In this game, it seems pretty darn valuable. But they're going to go for a smoke now. Team Secret, old boys, looking for a bit of a push into the enemy jungle. An invasion, if you will.
I think they're just trying to... I mean, I don't know what they're trying to... Maybe they're just trying to bait him out.
Quickening charm. Nikwa will take that one up. This is insane. Right, this is absolutely insane. Quickening charm on Dazzle, stacking with bad Juju.
Oh god.
Yeah, this is going to be mad. I mean, this is Shallow Grave and Poison Touch, so a 7.8 second
Wave.
cooldown.
3.48 seconds. Cool.
Yeah. Heads up. Yeah, that's going to be a lot. And he is very close to that Agnum Scepter as well. So
he has to go Octarine afterwards, otherwise I'm not happy.
Dire are scanning.
I hope so. I hope so. Fight might be breaking out here. Wind and Rain breaking up onto the high ground. Yapsol's going to be revealed. It's a great target for them to bring him down if they can do it quickly enough. Yapsol getting beaten down with the shield, going to save the day. Meanwhile, oh my god, Puppey tries to get an ultimate off. Nothing's going to happen. Doom is out onto the Tiny as he's trying to get something done as a hammer drops, but Puppey buys back into this one. Does manage to get his ulti off this time around, but he's dead for a second time. Now they look over towards Wish. Wish getting low. Wish getting real low, but with the Grave going to keep him alive to get a little bit more damage off. Can he finish off the Tiny though? It doesn't look like they can. Keeping the Tiny alive. Zai is saving the day as Wish and Nikwa are brought down. Boogie gonna sneak away under the cover of invisibility. Yol not gonna be able to TP away from the Tomb Man. He's got too much damage. 3 heroes dead on the side of Wind and Rain. It did cost him a buyback on Puppey, but that's gonna be it. It was such a close fight. It was so close, but I think he dropped the hammer a little bit too early.
Do you want to know a really piece of great news?
Go for it.
I DC'd right at the start of that fight, so I could just do your casting. So I tried to follow the fight from that. And then I just come back into the game and Roche is done.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Cool.
A buyback on the Bristle as well, which I failed to mention. But yeah, he died really, really quickly in that first engagement, but then coming back and just tearing it apart. I mean, Team Secret, you fight around these shrines, you've got to expect these buybacks coming in. You need to take that fight anywhere else, and things go well for you. And this is a lesson which Secret themselves have learned plenty of times over.
This Tiny, he's just... He's just killing everything.
Yeah, this Tiny stuff is absolute madness. They turn around with poisons, chasing Secret away. Buyback on the Dazzle is going to be enough to save the day for now. Honestly, this game is... How is it this close? But as we saw from last game, you know, Wind and Rain, they make a pretty undisciplined play there, going for that fight next to the shrine, and they get punished exactly how you'd expect. You know, they get Puppies killed off before he can get off the Poison Nova in a normal fight, in a normal location, away from a shrine. That would have been absolutely fantastic. The fact that Puppy's able to buy back, TP back in, and get off the Poison Nova anyway, it makes a huge difference. And it cost them the fight, absolutely, with the Bristleback as well. And it'll cost them Roshan, and it's going to cost them a bunch of towers.
And Radiant get both the outposts as well. So, unfortunately, Dire get no XP. Very sad for them.
Nefrit visiting the graves of his fallen teammates. The sight of this unruly team fight. He goes to push in mid. Meanwhile, the rest of his team get to work at top. That was a very loud howl. All the changes to howl, they're pretty cool, aren't they?
Where's the axe, dude?
What even is it? Oh, right, turning your teammates. Slacks his
Turn
axe.
OD into a wolf.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. That sounds like a great idea.
Apart from he loses his range form then. But,
He loses range form and all his spells, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's fine because you're a wolf.
I
don't think he loses spells.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
He doesn't lose spells, but he just can't attack from range form anymore.
Sweet. I want to see melee arcane orb. Hit me up. Sign me up. I'm ready. Oh, they found their mango tree. Nisha, steal the mango tree. Use it.
Oh no.
I think if he picks up the mango tree, he should
Take
just
all the mangoes. Just
he
rob
should just
them.
sprinkle mangoes wherever he goes. If he picks up the mango tree with tree grab, you know?
There's like 6 mangoes on the floor, guys. Come on.
No one cares about mangoes. They said this was a mango pack.
It's mango season. Come on, guys.
Alright. Well, Wind and Rain now pretty significantly on the back foot. This Aegis once again on the Bristleback is pretty scary to play into. They've actually given him the Quickening Charm, which they get on their side as well. So 2 Quickening Charms in this game. One on the Bristle and one on the Dazzle.
It just feels this Dazzle's really starting to like fallen off now.
Well, he
built
was
these
waiting.
utility items.
To be fair, he was waiting for his Aghanim Scepter, which he took a long time to build into. He didn't have it for that last fight. Now he does, so hopefully we're going to see a bit more coming out from him now.
But it just feels like they have a lot of utility on their team, but not a lot of like direct damage. The only real person that's dealing damage is the OD.
I claim this rise.
So, like Lycan's doing a little bit, but there's a Crimson. There's all sorts going on.
But this is kind of good. I mean, Wind and Rain again playing some very disciplined Dota, where they're just pushing out lanes, not trying to go for any kind of crazy ganks or anything, just letting the map settle, letting things digest, if you like, whilst they wait for this Aegis to run out. And it's only got a minute left, and Team Secret haven't been able to do anything with it.
Yeah, but you have to remember this Lycan starts to fall off, right, as time goes on. Like the hero's effectiveness is so based around shapeshift.
Yeah, but
you
next
know,
for a chance spawning, it might have an Ags, and then we might see like an Ags. I think that might be the only way we see it. But
I don't think it's good, but you know.
I don't care. Do you think I care if it's good or not? We got the chance to see everybody running around in a little wolf aura.
We could get Doomax would be really good this game, though. Yeah, he's got it queued up, and he's...
Yeah, that would be pretty fantastic. Yeah, luckily, oh, there it comes. See you later, Viscous Nasal Goo. Dazzle is here to save the day.
Now Bristol has no mana, but fear not, because there's a mango tree nearby that he can go and pick up mangoes off.
Yeah, this belongs to Team Secret now. I love that they've kept this alive and they're just using it, playing around the mango tree. It's the way to do it.
I mean, it gives vision, though, right? So... who knows?
True, they can see... It's worse when they get vision, because they can see them stealing their mangoes.
Yeah.
You can see the mango thieves.
It's a power play. Oh, Nisha has a Daedalus.
Here we go. They're
Ouchie.
Wind and Rain taking back control of their mango tree. I mean, I know there's like a secret shop and access to 2 lanes here as well, but it's really about the tree.
It's about the tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I really wish to get a BKB.
Do you wish him to get a BKB?
I like the Shivas instead. I think that's like a good stopgap between having a high mana pool and giving you like defensive capability.
Yeah. It's always that question. Is surviving enough? Would you rather just get out a ton of damage and hope that your team can clean up? Because they've had excellent cleanup. But at the same time, you do need a BKB. I'm not sure I can get away with this. Don't fight under the shrine again. They're making the same mistake as before, but up they come onto the high ground. Wish immediately lifted up. Again, without this BKB, impossible to keep him controlled. The Doom comes out onto himself. That gets Lotus Storm back onto him. The Tiny controlled up. They're trying to beat down Puppy, but Nefrit might have given his life to try and kill Puppy here, but luckily the Grave comes out onto him. Yol is dropped, and it looks like Doom might be headed the same way as well. There is too much damage on Matu. He gets himself a kill. Nikra on the run as well. Go on, get the rune. Get the rune at the very least. He stopped to heal himself instead. With the Grave coming out onto him, this Dazzle is going to be also falling. 3 kills for Team Secret here. And it feels like deja vu, but this time no one even needed to die.
Did I see that right? I'm pretty sure Yapsor stole Doom even though he reflected it on somebody else. So Doom targeted somebody, it got reflected by the Yapsor's Lotus Orb, and then he stole it and doomed somebody else.
I didn't see who else was doomed in that fight, but I think
himself. And the
well, how can Doom use another spell if he's doomed himself, right? Like that's it. And with these 3 heroes dead, Dazzle down for 85 seconds. Team Secret are wasting no. Well, Zai is wasting no time. The rest of his team aren't quite on the same page just yet. There's a buyback from Doom. Yeah, what buildings? Oh, I thought that was a creep. Sorry.
I'd be very surprised if this didn't get changed. I was like, oh man, Tiny's been around for so long in all the most recent patches. I wonder how they're just going to take him out of the game list. Oh no, okay. Never mind.
Never mind.
Back and better than ever.
Yep. Force back, Nefrit force pop that BKB early. Yol going for the BKB ultimate in the front lines. Come and get it, boys. But unfortunately, Yol's not really surviving and not really doing too much damage either. As the BKBs are popped, they're looking over towards the OD. OD, the last surviving hero, but he's getting chain tossed up by Nisha's 25 talent. Does have the buyback, needs to come in quick. Yol, look at this TP from Yol. This man's just going for it. He immediately rooted up, immediately beaten down. All right, well, I appreciate that. And a lot of damage coming out from the OD here. And now using the Dragon Lance to try and get himself some distance onto Nisha. He's doing good work with the cheese not feeling even up to full. Controlling him up nicely though as Nephra's picked up on the backlands, and it's only the OD and the Doom left, and it will not be enough. The GG, well played, is called in game number 2, despite being a surprisingly difficult game. Will go to Team Secret, but credit to Wind and Rain. They dragged this one out. 36 minutes in. I don't think many people would have thought they could go on that long, and honestly, I wasn't sure. I was getting nervous that Team Secret were going to let this one go, but in the end, they do pull through and get the victory.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like Secret, although they weren't always in the driving seat, it felt like they were never out of the game, if that makes sense.
Of course, yeah.
And then they hit like their key item timings. You know, they get the Vestal on the Veno. You know, Rubik picks up a Lotus Orb. There's like a Shivas and a Crimson on the Bristle, and then all of a sudden, like he picks up Vampire Fangs for spell lifesteal on the Bristle, and you're like, well, never mind. He's just, we can't kill him anymore.
Yeah,
Cool.
the Vampire Fangs are a very, very nice drop for the Bristleback there for sure. And it was so interesting to kind of cast this game as well, just not knowing the timings properly of the Tiny and the OD. I feel like I have a much better idea now. OD really hasn't changed that much in terms of functionality and timings as a hero. I think that his not being able to jungle might affect him a little bit too negatively. You know, you need to have a good lane now on this hero because he's got nothing to fall back on. But yeah, this Tiny definitely feels like an absolute building destroyer right now. This build was very interesting on Nisha as well, going for the drums into the AC, basically just looking to push down buildings as hard as possible, as quick as possible. And every time they took a team fight, they were taking chunks out of Wind and Rain's side of the map. And Wind and Rain, despite taking a few team fights, they were able to take a bit back in the earlier point of the game. But it was definitely harder for them. And again, you know, that fight, unfortunately, into the enemy shrine did cost them the game in the end. But who knows where it would have gone otherwise.
Yeah, like it feels like they have to snowball this game out of control to win this game on Wind and Rain. Because otherwise it's like really difficult for them to ever go high ground, right? Because you use the shapeshift in a fight, and then you're reliant on Secret just being all dead to be able to push high ground to stop them just like poking you off your towers. Because, you know, they have Venom wards, they've got Fade Bolt, they've got Avalanches, Quill Sprays. They just didn't have the damage to kill off these 3 tanky cores, like all of them. You have Tiny, Bristle, and Abaddon. I still don't agree with this like item build on Dazzle either. Like, yeah, it's okay. Like, the Grooves is okay if you hit your timing, but the way that the game was going, they didn't ever really hit this timing. So I think you have to like try and just like adapt your item build a little bit and maybe go for something more aggressive like a Hex. But never mind. You know, next game, it happens.
Next game, indeed. Wind and Rain will be moving on with this 2-0 loss. Meanwhile, Team Secret, I believe they have one more game to be played today. Yep, that is correct. After the next series, I'll be playing against Sword Dark, which is ex-Hippomaniacs. Meanwhile, next up, we've got Alliance versus Viking. So another game which should really go Alliance's way, but again, people could be voting for Viking here, but it's definitely, you know, you got to look at it. Right,
My boy Tanner, UK Dota, he's going to destroy those Alliance lads. It'll be fine. Don't worry. They got it.
Not sure on that one, but we will see. That's going to be coming up next here on Beyond the Summit with the DreamLeague Season 13 Major EU Qualifiers. My name is Nomad. He's been Mo Farah. If you're enjoying the cast, then throw us a follow on Twitter. And I, at least, will be back with possibly a mystery guest for the next 2 series of the day. So stick around, and we'll see you for Alliance versus Viking.